So we will start with data warehousing and Power BI. So for this Power BI, right? So we need to have the SQL basics. Okay, so at least the data knowledge you should have. So I will tell you what. So what are the concepts you need to concentrate on SQL part. So here the system requirement to install this Power BI is. So Power BI is open source tool, and you can download from the net. So I will tell you how to download and how to install. So first of all, we are going to install Power BI desktop. Okay, so this Power BI desktop. So we need to install this Power BI desktop. So latest version is 2.84 is the latest version. Okay. So I will tell you how to install it and how to install the SQL part. So I mean any SQL server as well as Oracle. Okay. The system requirement is minimum you should have the 4 GB RAM. Windows 8 or 10 is required. Okay. So this is very a common requirement. So if you have this, so Windows 8 or 10 and 4 GB RAM, so definitely we can able to install. So minimum requirement. So I'm telling that minimum requirement for the Power BI desktop. Before going to the Power BI desktop, so we will see why do we need this Power BI and what is the usage of Power BI, everything. So initial stages, so we used to store the data in the Excel sheet, right? So we used to store the data in Excel sheet. So for example, if I want to store my customer information or my employee information, I used to store in this particular Excel sheet, right? So day by day, the data volume has grown up, and instead of one particular sheet, they have come up with workbook. So it has multiple sheets. So by using these multiple sheets, you can load the data, and even so the day by day, the data volume has grown up, right? So we were not able to load all this data into this Excel sheet. Then they have come up with solution called MS Access. So Microsoft Access. So it's a kind of database, but it's not a fully a database, but it will store the data, right? So before MS Access, we used to store the data in Excel sheet. Even MS Access could not able to serve the data, the requirement. Then the company they have come up with solution called database management system, right? So DBMS. So database management system after that are DBMS. So relational database management system. So this is what the evolution of the data and the databases and everything, right? So after some time, say for example, if you have the data, the database, so they used to store, if you take any organization, right? So any organization, so each and every day, they will do the transactions, okay? So all the transactions we used to capture in this database, right? So this database, so we will store the data in the database. And from the database, say for example, I am the one particular user, I'll be doing the transactions. At the end of the day, I want to check my status of the ticket or anything, okay, of my balance or anything I want to check it. So how will I check it? So I will log in the front end tool. From this tool, it will be back and it will connect to the database, and then it will show you the data. So, but think about the management. Okay, the manager, senior manager, directors, VPs, CEOs, all of the organization, they want to look at the data aggregations, right? So aggregated data they want to look at. So aggregated data in the sense, say for example, today is 4th August. So 11 a.m., right? So up to 11 a.m. So how much sales we have done, okay? So like this, I want to do a lot of analysis. So those analysis I can do by aggregating a lot of data, not only single record. So I need to aggregate with a lot of data. So you are storing the data, at the same time you are taking the data for reports. So initial days, like 1990s or 1985, in that range. So it was performing well, since there were very less volume of data. So since the data volume has grown up, if you are loading the data on the same database and filling the report for So you are pulling the data for reporting that this system will get impacted. Okay, this database will get impacted. So after that, they have come up with some solution called data warehousing. Okay, so they have come up with solution called data warehousing. So this is what data warehousing. So in this data warehousing, so what we will do, say if you take any organization, you take ICICI or HDFC or IRCTC, okay, so any organization, okay, so any manufacturing companies, any automobile companies, so any insurance companies, okay, any e-commerce site, any particular site, they want to analyze it. They want to analyze it at the end of the day, right? How much sales has been done for today? So up to 11 a.m. and so how much is the sales has been done? So various places. So regional wise sales, product wise sales, stocks, supply and demand. So if I'm going to increase the forecasting, right? So if I'm going to increase, so say for example, if I'm going to increase 1% of the product cost, so how much I'm going to get it? Okay, so manufacturing cost. So from the start of the manufacturing and end of the manufacturing, how much I have spent and what. So what is the product amount I need to fix it? So everything I have to analyze it, right? So analysis, I cannot done it on the database, this particular database. Then I have come up with solution called data warehousing. Okay. So in 1980s itself, they have come up with solution called data warehousing. So after that, this database, okay, this database, we used to have this database for transactions. So this database, we will call it as OLTP system. OLTP is nothing but online transaction processing. Okay, online transaction processing. We will store transactional data. Say for example, if you take banking, so whatever the transactions we do online or offline in the bank or ATM or through gateway or third-party vendors, right? So if you do any transaction, it will be captured in this OLTP, transaction processing. Okay, so in this particular database, this is also one of the database only. Say for example, it's an Oracle or SQL Server or DB2, right? So then for the analysis, I'm going to have a separate database. This is also a database only. This database, we will call it as OLAP system. So OLAP is nothing but so online analytical processing. So I'm going to use for analysis. So this particular data warehouse, I'm going to use it for analytical processing, analysis purpose. So whatever I'm going to do analysis, I will do analysis on this data warehouse. So this is called data warehouse. Okay, so data warehouse. So nowadays this data warehouse even replaced with the data lake, right? So in the big data environment, so most of the data warehouse are replaced with the data lake. So data warehouse nothing but it will hold all the historical data. So in my company's organization, historical data will be stored in this data warehouse. This is called OLAP. So normally this data warehouse, say for example, this one is like a OLTP, right? This one is OLAP. So this data warehouse, we will call it as historical data, it will store. So this one, normally in our real time, we used to have the databases like Teradata. So this is also one of the database or any of the big data environment. Like say for example, it's a Hive, right? So nowadays we used to store the data in Hive. So it's like Hive data warehouse, right? So we used to store in the form of HDFS file systems, Hadoop distributed file systems. So this comes under big data environment. Okay, so this is called data warehousing. So this is my OLTP and OLAP, right? So I need to load the data from this OLTP2 and OLAP. I need to load. So every day I need to load, right? Say for example, whatever the transaction happened today, at the end of the day, I need to load the data to data warehousing. Load in the sense just copying the data. So whatever the data has been inserted or updated in the database, the OLTP, I will just copy it and load it into this data warehouse. So for this, I'm going to use one another tool called ETL tool. Okay, so this ETL tool, so what it will do, I'm going to extract the data from the source. Okay, I'm going to extract the data from source. So extract the data and transform the data. Okay, so transform it. So transform the data into single format. Why? Because we are going to have this applications, OLTP application in, if I have multinational company, it will have in multiple places, multiple regions, multiple countries, multiple currency, multiple languages, multiple rules and regulations for the company, for the banking systems, all those, right? So, but the data warehousing is a single format. So all the currencies is single currency we are going to maintain, right? Mostly. So I'm going to transform and load the data. So transform in the sense, most of the business applications, business logic will be implemented in this transformation logic. So I'm going to extract the data, transform the data, load the data into data warehouse. This process we will call it as ETL process. So if you consider our IRCTC, right? So each and every day, so 11:45 p.m. to 12:15 p.m. they will go for the maintenance. Okay, they will go for the batch process. So the batch will be running Informatica or any of the tool, right? So this tool will be fetching the data. So whatever the data has been inserted or updated today, so at the end of the day, it will be loaded into this data warehouse. So for the reporting purpose, right? So this tool, so we do have a lot of tools are available in the market. So a lot of tools. So one of the most used tool is Informatica Power Center. Okay, Informatica Power Center. So we have the data stage. So we have Amnesia. So why I'm telling this? So why? Because we are, since we are, if you are going to work in Power BI, you are going to work in this particular ETL tool also. You are not going to work in this ETL tool, but you are going to interact with this team. Okay. So Oracle Data Integrator, Microsoft SSIS. So that is SQL Server Integration Service. Okay. So we do have a lot of tools are available in the market. So these are all some of the tools. Okay, from SAP we have SAP BODS. Okay, so a lot of tools are available in the market. So by using any one of the tool, it's based on the depends on the data volume and the company's choice budget. So they will choose one of the tool and for the transaction process. So they will take the data from here, they would load it into the data warehousing. So this is called ETL process. Say for example, so in my organization, if they are going for some banking projects, right? So instead of loading every day, we used to load every half an hour once. Okay, we used to load the data every half an hour once. So that means instead of going for every day, we are going for half an hour once. Why? Because the data volume is very high. If you go for one day, then volume is in terms of billions. So this tool will perform very slowly. So that is why we are going for every half an hour once. It will be we'll be pulling the data from OLTP and loading into OLAP. So as I said, nowadays the OLAP is again it has been replaced with the Hadoop environment, right? So what we will do? So normally, even this is Teradata will load only the structured data. So it will handle structured data. So nowadays, most of the data warehousing is going to handle like unstructured data as well. Okay, say for example, Facebook, Amazon, okay, Flipkart, so Ola, Uber, the Netflix. So like this, they are using like most of the unstructured data. So to handle this unstructured data, they will go for clustered computations. So that will be your big data environment. Okay. So whatever the environment we are going to use, so they will analyze it more on this data. They will do a lot of machine learning and artificial intelligence on this data warehousing and the big data environment. Again, they will give some feedback to the OLTP system. Say, for example, recommendations. So review comments, review ratings. So the best sellers, right? So the trending products. So these kind of analysis. So if you consider the YouTube, so based on our watch time, they will give you the recommendations, right? Recommendations and the impressions and all the videos, right? So how they are giving for each and every individuals. So they have implemented a lot of analysis part in this data warehousing, and then they will do analysis by using any of the machine learning or AI concepts. And again, they will feed back to OLTP system. So this is what we will see, that data recommendations, all those, right? So even instead of giving the feedback, again they will give the data to reports. So normally from data warehousing, we are going to fetch the data for reporting purpose. So reports, we do have a lot of reports. So what kind of reports are available in the market? So in the market, we do have a lot of reporting tools. So one of the most powerful tool nowadays, they're having it here. It's like a Tableau. So we are using, most of the companies are choosing Tableau now. So competition with the Tableau, we are having the Power BI, right? So Power BI from Microsoft. So previous to this Power BI, we used to have MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. So now they have renamed with some concepts. They have implemented a lot of changes in the Power BI tool, and they have come up with the tool called Power BI. Okay. So Microsoft Power Business Intelligence. So this is the Power BI tool. Then we do have the tool called ClickView. ClickView or ClickSense. So even in Power BI, they have implemented a lot of AI concepts, artificial intelligence. So nowadays, no need to create any views. You can type it in the chat, so automatically it will create the views. Okay, so this is what the AI implementation they have done in Power BI as well. So previous to this, we do have a lot of tools like Cognos. So we have IBM Cognos. So it's a legacy reporting tool, and we have SAP Vivo, so business object, right? So we do have a lot of tools are available, MicroStrategy, and we do have Zoom data. So like this, we have a lot of tools, OBA, so Oracle Business Intelligence, right? So like this, we have a lot of tools are available in the market. So here we are going to use one of the tool called Power BI. So why we are calling it as BA, Business Intelligence? It's nothing but, so each and every day we need to track our business. If you don't track your business or your competitions, if you don't watch your competition, and you will lose your business, right? So to avoid this kind of loss or any in the future, the new technologies coming or anything. So in order to analyze it with all the business and all the competitors, we are going for the dashboard. So we are creating the dashboard and we are giving it to them. Then the business people will analyze it, and then they have come up with some solutions. Okay. So this is called the Power BI. Power BI or Tableau or ClickView or ClickSense. As I told, so for this environment, okay, this is the environment in real time. So even if you are going for any big data environment or data science environment, so this is what we are going to see in real time, right? So we used to have the OLTP system. It will have all the transactions. We are going to analyze it, process it, and again we are feeding back to the OLTP as a recommendation, bestsellers. So there are a lot of analysis. Okay, the review comments, based on the review comments, we'll go for the ratings on the retailers, right? So first retailer, second retailer, like this, we will arrange it, the ranking on the based on the retailers, based on the review points, right? So based on the deliveries, so we are going to rank it the delivery partners, and based on the vendors, again there we are going to have the vendors, right? So a lot of analysis we will do on this data, and then we will come up with some solutions, right? So this kind of analysis we will do in our real time. So this is called data warehousing environment. So day to day, this is what is happening. So do you have any doubts in this data warehousing? Why do we need data warehousing? What is OLTP? What is OLAP? So what is the question is, what is the full form of ETL? So ETL is nothing but extraction, transformation, and loading. So we are going to extract the data from the OLTP, transform the data into a single format, load the data into data warehousing environment. So that is the concept of ETL. So if you consider the ETL process, so if you consider this particular the images you see here, we have a lot of data sources, right? So RDBMS or SQL Server or flat file or anything, we are going to do the extraction. After that, we are going to do the transformations, load the data into data warehouse. So from the warehouse, we are going to do the analytics part. So any organization, if you take Flipkart, so they do have a lot of products, right? So each and every product, they want to analyze it. Okay, so if I'm going to use some big billion day, so from the August 16 to 6 to 8, if I'm going to introduce, so for this big billion day, how much sales we have achieved? Okay, they want to analyze it. So last year, so how much we have achieved this year, how much we are going to achieve. So everything they will calculate before going for the business, right? So normally they will analyze it. The business people will analyze it more, and then they will come up with some decisions. So if they are going to introduce a new product, okay, so new product in the market, then they will check. So what is the use of this particular? What is the response of this particular product in the market? And they will come up with some decisions, right? Say for example, so each and every transactions or every whatever the business we do, so everything is like a analytics, right? So we need to analyze it. At the end of the day, we need to analyze it more on the data, and then we need to take a decision based on this analytics side. So based on the data, I need to take the report. So this is the different process which are available in data warehousing and business intelligence. So first one, we are going to aggregate the data. So as I told, it's ETL process. We are going to aggregate the data from heterogeneous source system to a data warehouse, and then we are going to present the data to this reports by using any reporting tool like Tableau or ClickView or Power BI or any of the tool. And we are going to, the business people, they are going to do analysis on the data, right? So they will do a lot of analysis, so forecasting analysis. So whatever the analysis they want to do, all the analysis they will do it in this particular tool, and then they will take some decisions, right? So this is what will happen in the real time. So you may ask questions. So why can't we directly take the data from the databases, from the OLTP? Why do we need data warehousing, right? The answer is, so if you're going to take data directly to this OLTP, as I told, so you are going to run a multiple reports, then it will get impacted. Okay, this system will get impacted. To avoid this, the performance issue, we are going to load the data into data warehouse. So this data warehouse is also a database, but it will handle huge volume of data. Okay, it can handle huge volume of data. So normally we will go for Teradata or big data environment. So why? Because Teradata will handle all the data in a parallel way. So parallelism will be done in the data warehousing. Clear? Any doubts so far? So after this one I will tell you after some time. So we do have lot of tools are available in the market. So Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, Power BI, Zoom Data. So like this, we do have a lot of tools. So if you are choosing that Power BI, okay. So these are all the different products which are available in Power BI. So we are going to use this Power BI desktop. As I told, we are going to use the Power BI desktop to create the dashboard. Okay, so dashboard is nothing but visualization. So for this, say for example, if you are going to any project, so first of all, you need to consider on the data side. So first you have to prepare on the data preparation. So you need to prepare on the data, right? So data is very important. You are going to do the preparation on the data. Then we are going to connect the data sources, and then you are creating the reports. Then only you are creating the dashboards, right? So you are going to create the dashboard, and that dashboard will be published. So you have to publish the dashboard to the server, that the customer, they are going to visualize our data in the form of pictorial representation, and then from there they will be taking a lot of decisions, right? So any doubts so far? Yeah, so I got one question. Data warehousing is single format. Does that mean data must be in the same form? Yes, it's a single format in the sense I told, like say for example, if a currency, okay, so currency is, I'm going to use all the currency as dollar, okay, so US dollar or UK dollar, something, okay, you want to, whatever the currency, the local currency you want to, for the company's headquarters. So based on the company's tradition, we are going to have all the value in the, so dollars or pound or something, whatever the currency they want to have. Okay, so all the format. So in particular country, the data we are going to use in this format, but in another country we are going to use in different format. But in data warehousing, we are, at the end of the day, I need to know the, say for example, if you take Amazon is having business in all over the world, right? So at the end of the day, if they're going for Amazon, the revenue or the profit, so which currency they are calculating? Currency is dollar, right? So from India also they will take some of the profit or some of the revenues. So everything Indian rupee, from the rupee they will convert into dollars. They will see. Not only this transformation, we do have a lot of transformations applied in that data by using this Informatica or any other tool, right? So this kind of the different formats will be there. This kind of data transformation logic we will apply on the data warehousing. So and I got one more question. What is the difference between Tableau and Power BI? Okay, so the both are like a reporting tool. To create a report, we used to have this Power BI or the Tableau. Okay, so Tableau is from different vendor, Power BI is from different vendor. So Tableau is from Salesforce and Power BI is from Microsoft. Okay, so both are the competitors. So even so, in terms of data handling, in terms of license, in terms of budgeting, so these two tools are different. We do have the difference, and so I will tell you what is the difference after seeing that Power BI. I will tell you the technical way what is the difference between these two tools. Then you can able to understand very clearly that okay, this is what the difference. So you can go to this Google, and then so now we will try to see that how to download this Power BI. Okay, so go to Google and then you can mention this Power BI desktop download. So again the same question. So what is the difference between the Power BI and Tableau? Yeah, I will tell you that differences. So once we get into the Power BI, if I'm telling this now, you cannot able to understand in technical way. Okay, so I will tell you that what are the differences. So which is more better? So it's based on the company's decision. Okay, so some companies they will go for Power BI. Some companies they will go for again the Tableau. Okay, so Power BI desktop is license is free, and the Tableau is licensed. Okay, and also so if you work on this Power BI as well as Tableau, so you can feel that Tableau, so working on the tool Tableau is very easy when compared to Power BI. Okay, but the licensing and the budgeting and everything you consider, yeah, it depends on the Power BI and Tableau. We do have some differences. I will tell you what is the differences. Okay, so go to this Power BI desktop download. You can go here and it will go to this microsoft.com. Okay, just simply, so kindly make a note of it. Power BI desktop download, it's very easy. Go here, go to this downloads Microsoft Power BI. If you go to this, you can able to see this Power BI desktop download, right? So if you are going for the download, if you click on the download, it will go to Microsoft App Store. So no need to go for this App Store, okay? So don't open this App Store. So you can go to this advanced download options. Click on advanced download options. So here you can able to find download, right? So select language. The language is English. Click on download. You'll have two options. So one is Power BI desktop 64-bit and one is 32-bit. So you try to download this 64-bit. Okay. So if your machine is 64-bit OS, then download the 64-bit OS. And if your machine is 32-bit OS, you download this 32-bit. So click on next. It will get automatically downloaded. So here it will get downloaded. Okay. So I got one more question. So what is data warehousing? So is that applying all analytical techniques on collected data? Yes, we are going to apply that analytical, uh, the different analysis, right? So product wise sales, product wise profit, customer wise, country wise, right? Report wise supply and demand. If I'm going to increase 1 paise per kilometer, what is the amount I will get it for next 1 year? Something like that, forecasting. So everything you can able to analyze it if you have the data, right? So from day 1 to day 50, say for example, if you have 50 years of business, then all the 50 years of data you can store it in data warehouse. Then how much you can store in OLTP? So normally in real time, the OLTP will have at least 1 year of data or last 5 years of data. More than that data, so since we have moved already to data warehousing, we will purge here. We will delete from OLTP. Okay. So which one you are asking, like licensed? Is that data warehousing is licensed? So data warehousing is nothing but a database only. So if you go for databases, Teradata, so it's licensed one, right? So Teradata is licensed one. If you are going for Hive, it's open source. No need to have the license. So once you have downloaded, double click on the exe file, it will get automatically installed. Then you will have icon in the desktop saying that it's a Power BI, right? So you'll have the Power BI desktop icon, you'll have the desktop. So this is what. So after installing it, so once you got downloaded, so install it. Just double click and install it. So in Power BI, right? So first you need to do the data preparation. So in Power BI, so we can get the data from 3 different sources. One is RDBMS. Normally, this is what in real time we will get it. relational database management system. So data is from data warehousing. For the Power BI reports, you are going to get the data from data warehousing. So from here only we are going to take the data, right? So yeah, then you can get the data from RDBMS, relational database management system, or you can get the data from flat file systems. Okay, file system in the sense Excel sheet, CSV, JSON file format, or any other file format. Okay, so any file format, and then we are going to have this the cloud. Okay, you can get the data from cloud, any of the cloud systems like AWS, any of the cloud storage, you can get it. RDBMS is nothing but relational database management system. Relational database management system. So what it has been in this relational database management system, the databases and the tables are related with each other. Okay, so it will be related with each other. So you can do the data by relating the tables. Have you all downloaded? So parallelly you can download. The thing is, we are going to use the databases. Like we can get the data. The first one is we are going to get the data from databases, like any of the databases. Like you can have the Oracle database, or we can have the SQL Server database, any databases. Okay, or we can have any flat files. So I hope you have already completed the Tableau, right? So do you have the Tableau knowledge, or have you installed any Tableau in your system? Yes. So Tableau you have, right? So in Tableau we have the sample superstore, correct? So we have the sample superstore. We can use the same file here, and if I want to get some more files, so we can go to this data.world.com. So here we can download any of the real-time scenarios data. Okay, data set. So any data sources we can work on that, and we can download it. So once you have downloaded this this Power BI, it will get installed, and then okay, so no issues. You haven't completed this Tableau or anything, so I will give you the data. Okay, data set. So once it get downloaded, you'll have icon like Power BI desktop here on the desktop. You can simply double click on this Power BI desktop. It will open. Okay, so it will open, and then you can able to see this. This is what the front page of this Power BI desktop. So you can able to see the screen, right? So in Power BI, so I will tell you in Tableau, right? So normally in Tableau we can download, and then we can get the student license, and by using our Gmail account we can enable our Tableau online. But in Power BI we cannot do this. Okay, so if I want to publish my dashboard, then I need to have the company address, company email address. Okay, so that is what it's asking you to sign in. If I do not have company email address, I cannot log in with. So one request, so kindly go for mute. If you have any questions, so kindly raise your questions through chat. Okay, yeah. So here we have in Power BI desktop. So whatever the dashboard we create, okay, so we do have in real time, like development environment, and then testing environment, and then production, right? So whatever the dashboard we have created by using this Power BI desktop, we need to publish it to the server. Then only the customer in the sense the client can able to, the management people can able to see the reports. In order to publish, you need to have the Power BI service is one of the tool we used to have. This Power BI service can be enabled. Okay, so this is the it's equal to Tableau Online or Tableau server. Okay, so this Power BI service is used to publish the dashboard. So once you have done with your dashboard creations, if you want to publish it, you can publish by using this Power BI service. Okay, so which tool we can use for the development? So by using this Power BI desktop, we can do the development. Okay, so you can do the development. So all the development work by using this Power BI desktop. So this is the front page, you will get it. So just to close this page. Okay, close this page. This is the front page, you'll be getting it in the Power BI, right? So if you look at this Power BI, so I hope everyone clear. So this is what the front page of Power BI. Okay, so we do have a lot of pages. So how we have in the Excel sheet, we have the sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3 like this. In Power BI, you can have the page number 1, page number 2, page number 3, all those, right? So we can have this page 1, page 2, page 3. So based on the number of chart we are going to create. So in Power BI, the first one is the 3 options are there, the desktop. So first one is the data model. So you can get the data model. Data model is nothing but how these tables are related with each other. So if I have 10 tables, so how are we going to relate each tables? By using this data model, you can relate it. Okay, so all the tables will be available here once you have imported. The second one is data. So here you have the data. So whatever the transformation logic you want to apply, so you want to add some columns, you want to create some measures, or we will call it as it's a DAX. DAX is nothing but so data analysis expressions. I will tell you tomorrow session. And then this can be done by using this data here, and you can have the reports. So in the report, we will create the report by using this report model. Okay, so what are the 3 major components in Power BI? So one is data model. By using this data model, we will define the data. Okay, define the data sources. So which data source we are going to get the data. The second one, we are going to have this data. Okay, we can apply some transformation logic, the data manipulations by using this data tab. Okay, manipulations. And then the third one is report. By using this report, you can create the dashboard. Okay, create various reports and dashboards. So dashboard is nothing but the combination of all the views we can create it, right? So this is what the 3 major components which are available in Power BI. Okay, so very first time we need to get the data from a database or the flat file or anything, right? Data sources. So if you look at our Power BI, you can see this option called get data, right? So in this get data option, you can get the data from, or if you want to have, you want to get the data from Excel sheet or Power BI server itself, you have the data from there itself. You can take Power BI data set and SQL server. So these are all the local component of Microsoft, right? So Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI server, and SQL server, and you can enter the data. So some reference data if you have, you can just type it here itself. You can make this as a data source for the some reference data. Okay, so you can click on this get data. You can click on the get data. As I told, the data is majorly from 3 different sources. So one is data is from the database or DBMS, relational database management system. The second one is from the flat file systems, and the third one is cloud system. So cloud, say for example, it's the Google Drive. Okay, and also you can get the data from AWS S3, right? So Amazon S3, all those. So if you want to get data in this cloud platform, then you can get it, Azure, right? So this is what the data sources. So if you click on more, so you can see this Excel sheet, Power BI data set, Power BI data flows, SQL server, so analysis services, text file or CSV file. CSV is nothing but comma separated value file. So you can take the data from directly from the web, or you can type it some queries here. So if you click on more button here, if you click on the more button here, you can able to see the different sources. What are the different sources are available to connect with? So these are all the different sources you can able to connect. As I told, so file systems. So you can get the data from text file or a Excel file or XML file, JSON file, right? So PDF file are from the different folders. So these are all the file format, SharePoint folders. So this is what you can get it. So if you mention the folder, so in the folder, how many files you keep it, all the files data will be captured. Okay. So or you can go with the databases. So any databases, see here, SQL Server, right? Oracle database, IBM DB2, so Netisa, so Teradata, so whatever I told, Sybase, SAP HANA. So you have a lot of databases are available. So by using these databases, you can able to connect. Okay, and Power Platform. This is something like within Power BI, we have the Power Platform, and Azure, yeah, you can get the data from any cloud systems or online services. Online services is again a cloud basis, right? So you can get the data from any of the online services as well. So you can get the directly data from data.world.com. See here, I have mentioned, right? So even you can get the data from directly from the website. See here, get the data from data.world. So this is the website. You can get it directly or GitHub. So you have a lot of online services are there. You can connect to this any one of the data sources and I can able to connect. Okay. So and I got one question. So can we connect it to VBA or any data sources? So VBA is nothing but you are asking Visual Basic. You want to connect from Visual Basic or you want to take the data from Power BI to Visual Basic. So VBA you are asking, right? So if you have the data sources here, you can able to connect it. See here, whatever the data sources here we have, right? Say for example, SharePoint, Salesforce, right? GitHub. So online services are available, like most of the online services are cloud services. On any of the cloud services you can get it, or you can get the data from the other data sources. Say for example, the big data environment, Hive, okay, Hadoop. So a lot of data sources available. By using this any of the data sources, you can able to get the data. So as of now, we are going to get the data from the Oracle database or SQL Server. So the Oracle database, if you want to install Oracle database, I will give you one video and the softwares you can install it, okay, in your machine. So go to this particular site. So I will give you this Oracle database software. I will give you one video. The latest version of Oracle databases, Oracle 19C, or I will give you the before version 18C or 12C, right? So any one of the data sources, sorry, the version, I will give it to you so that you can download this version and then you can able to install it. So Oracle is one of the database which we are using. Even you can go for SQL Server. SQL Server is like SQL Server 2019 is the latest version. Even yes, you can go for MySQL also. So MySQL is nothing but it's an open source database, right? So if any of the small scale industries they do not afford for the any of the servers, database servers like Oracle or SQL Server or DB2 or Teradata, they will go for the MySQL database. It's an open source database, right? So you can go for it. yes, you can get the data, no issues. So if you have a sample data, you can get the data and then we can do analysis. So now I'm going to connect with the Oracle database, and even I will tell you how to connect with the data sources like SQL Server or the SQL. Okay, so simply a Excel sheet. Okay, so you can use MySQL, no issues. You go to this database, so it will be there like MySQL database here. You can connect here. You have right. So MySQL database. Click on this. You can able to connect to this MySQL, right? Or if you have DB2 or Netezza or Teradata, SAP HANA, okay, Amazon Redshift. So Impala is like big data environment. So Vertica, Snowflake. So whatever the data sources you have, these are all something like new data sources like Vertica, Google BigQuery, and Amazon Redshift, Impala. It's based on the big data environment, right? So first of all, I'm going to connect with Oracle database. Just double click on it. So it will ask you to connect with the database. So I'm going to provide the connection name, okay, the server name. So real time we used to tell the server name here. Yes, the question is, is the recording enabled? Yes, it has been recorded. Okay. So the server you have right. In the server in real time you have to mention the server name, but here we are mentioning the server as localhost. So why? Because in this machine itself I have installed Oracle database. You can click on OK here. Then Microsoft Power BI is trying to connect with the database, and then it will bring all the data, okay, all the tables and the databases and everything. So you can able to see here the different databases. So just I'm going to connect with human resource. So here you can able to see this the different tables which is available in a human resource database, and I'm going to connect with any one of the tables. Okay, so any one of the tables you can connect, or what is the number of tables you want to have, you can connect it. So I'm going to connect with only one table first, and then I will tell you connect with other tables, and I will tell you how to do the manipulations. Okay, the connectivity. So simply choose this whatever the tables you want to have. So it is asking the credentials, right? So you have to give the credentials like how to connect with the data sources. So is it like the SQL Server or Oracle? Which database is asking credential? Oracle, right? Okay, one more time I will repeat. It should not ask. Say for example, go to this get data, click on more. You can find more options. There you can the recommended provider Oracle database is not installed. Yeah. So you have to install, right? So first of all, you need to install the software, then only you can able to connect. If you haven't installed Oracle, so I told you, right? So I will give you the software. You can install it. Okay, you can install it. I will give you at the end of the session. I will give you the software. Before coming for the next session, you try to install it. So the steps, how do we install? Yes, the steps video I will give it to you. So look at the video and then you can able to install it. Okay, clear? The Oracle installation I will tell you. Meanwhile, we can get the data from any of the flat file also. The flat file is very easy. Say for example here Oracle database, right? So click on Oracle database here. Just click on connect. So this is what the error you are getting. So click on OK now. Okay. Is it asking your server name? Yes. You can give the server name as localhost. But before mentioning this localhost, right? So you should have already installed the software. Okay. Either Oracle or SQL Server, any other database you should have installed. So go to this advanced options. So there it will be asking like username and password, right? So everything it might be asking. So give your username and password, click on OK, it will get imported. So in my system, I have already installed Oracle software. So that is why, since I have mentioned localhost, it can able to connect. So one more question: do we need to install Oracle or MySQL or any of the any one of? Yes, any one of the database is enough. Either Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server. Okay, any one of the database is enough. So click on OK. Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, I will take the sample superstore. I will give it to you. Just I'm telling you how to connect with the database. Okay, click on OK. It will get connected. See here, it will get connected here. Click on whatever the databases you want to know, the schema, and whatever the tables you want to know. Say for example, you want to get the details. You click on this employees table. Click on load data. It will get loaded. Okay, so it will get data will get loaded into this Power BI. So now the Power BI is trying to connect with the database, and it is pulling the data for the data preparation. So after this database connectivity, I will tell you how to connect with flat file so that you can import our sample superstore as well. So once the the tables has been imported, you can look at the data sources here. In the if you go to the data model, so you can the left hand side the tables will be presented. Okay, so here the tables are available, right? So employees, so you can have all the columns here. So data modeling I will tell you after some time, but this is what you can bring the table into Power BI environment. Okay, so now the same way I'm going to connect with the file systems. So again, go to the get data. If you have sample superstore in Excel file, you click on Excel file in your system. So I have the sample superstore in CSV file. So I'm just clicking on CSV. Okay, so all of you kindly make a note of it. If you have the data sample superstore in your Excel file, okay, you can click on the Excel. Or if you have sample superstore in CSV, you click on the CSV file format, whatever the file you have. Or someone, if you do not have any files or anything, you directly go here. Okay, so something you can mention here, data.world.com. Okay, data. So something you can mention this data world. Okay, data world. You can go to this particular site, data world. Okay, you can go to this particular site, data.world.com. So this is the best site to download so real-time data sets. Clear? You can go to this. Even you can download this our COVID-19 data, so current data, and then you can do a lot of analysis on the data. Okay, see a lot of data are there, right? If you go to the home page, you can able to find so a lot of data sets are available. Okay, so I hope everyone is having that sample superstore, right? So for Power BI, sorry, for the Tableau you have sample superstore, correct? So go to this Excel, just click on Excel. It will ask you to select the Excel file. You click on open, or you can go to this get data, text as CSV file. I have it in the CSV file. So I will go to this data sources, the orders. Just it's a text file. Click on open. So it has been connected. Okay, it has been connected. You can able to see this load button. So click on the load. It will get loaded. It got connected, right? Are you clear on this? If you do not have sample superstore, or if you do not have any other data set, okay, you do not have a databases like SQL Server or Oracle, So do you have any data sources, any other data sources, any Excel sheet or CSV file format? You try to connect it. So if you do not have any data sources, leave it. At the end of our session, I will give it to you the sample superstore as well as Oracle data connectivity. By seeing this video, you can able to do all the practice. So one more time, I got one question like how to connect with the database. Okay, so whatever the database you have already, so you may have your Oracle, you may have your SQL server, you may have your Teradata, or you may have your MySQL. So whatever the data sources you have, you go to this get data options, the first page, click on more. So it will try and give you that how to connect with the database. Okay, click on more options. You can find the database here, the option called database. You have the SQL server, right? So you have the SQL server, the beginning itself. So double click on the SQL server. Since it is a native connectivity, you have to give the only server name. It will click on OK, then it will able to connect. Okay, you can able to connect it. If I have Oracle, right? So simply click on so more, and please give the data sources like Oracle. You can able to connect it, the Oracle data source. So I'm going to the database. The database name is Oracle database. Click on connect. Again, it will ask you the username and password. We need to provide that credentials. So since I have already, since I'm going to use this as a local host, for me it will not ask. So click on OK here. Provide your connection detail as local host. This one you can mention like local host, and click on OK here. It can able to connect. Okay. Say for example, I'm going to connect. I have already connected with the employees table. I'm going to connect with the departments table. So departments and locations, right? So departments and locations. So you need to remember. So what is this joins? All those, right? Can you give me the data source to us now instead of at the end of the lecture? Okay. So if I'm giving now, what will happen? It will take a lot of time. So everyone need to install, right? So you will not able to concentrate on our training program. So that is why I'm telling. So I will give you the separate video to install this database. You can install it. Clear? And also one of the question is, while downloading the Oracle 19c, website is asking for credentials. So if you do not have Oracle sign-in account, you create a new account, you sign in, then you can able to connect it. But I will give you the software, don't worry. Okay, I will give you the software and I will give you the steps to install it. Okay. See here, once the tables has been imported, you can see this left hand side, the orders. This is the flat file, right? So this is the flat file. You can able to see the flat file, right? So if you go to the properties, you can see this. So what is this? So if you go to this particular locations and employees and departments, these three are tables. You can see this automatically. It has taken the relationship, right? So automatically it has taken the relationship, right? So we haven't given this relationship. How it has been taken? So why? Because based on the table connectivity, it has already taken that the connectivity here. So employees, departments, and locations. Clear? How these are connected? So can you able to see this? These two tables, employees and departments. How these two tables are connected? So if you look at here, if you hover your mouse, you can be able to see this employees department ID equal to department ID. It has been connected in this way. So employees dot department ID equal to departments dot department ID. And another one column is, so employees dot employee ID equal to departments dot location ID. Right? The same way in these two tables, so locations and departments, you can have the connectivity with the location ID. So this is what the connections, the columns, okay, the common column, it will automatically take. Since the database objects are automatically connected, it has taken automatically. If it is not connected with automatically, we can provide. Okay, we can connect the whatever the column we have, just we can drag and drop and connect it. So can you able to see one and star here? One and star. So one and star is nothing but relationship. That means one to many relationship. Okay. So one to many relationship. What is it? One to many. So one location ID in the location table is equal to multiple departments. Okay. So one locations are presented in with the multiple departments. So in another way, multiple departments are located in one particular locations. Okay, clear? One to many. So star nothing but many, one is nothing but one. So in our employee table, if you consider in our these three table, employees, department and locations, so I will give you that overall idea about this data so that you can able to understand how these relationships. Okay, say for example, if you consider this is the employee table, employees table, it has some columns. So we have a lot of columns, but I will be mentioning some one or two columns. So we have the employee ID. Okay, so consider the column name is employee ID. We have the column called first name. Okay, so we have the salary column. So like this, we have a lot of columns are available. Department ID. Okay, department ID. Then we have the table called departments table. Departments table. In this table, we have the department ID, right? So department ID, department name, and you have the manager ID. Okay, so manager ID, and you have location ID. So where these departments are located, and you have the locations table here. So locations table, how these tables are related, I will tell you. So location ID, and you have the location information like street address, right? So street address, and you have the city area. So all this, so you have the city and you have the country, all these informations are there, right? Say for example, so this is the table structure. So this is one table structure we have. So with the department ID, all those. So this is one table structure we have, and this is another table structure. So this is another table structure. Okay. So this department ID in the department table. So we do have a lot of department IDs, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Like this, you have 5 departments. You assume that. Okay. So you have the department name, HR department, and you have some admin department, some finance department, some sales department, something like purchasing department. Okay, you have some different departments. So it has some locations. So it is there in location 1200 and 1100. Again, it's like 1500 and some locations. Okay, we assume that these are all some locations are presented. Again, sales department is presented in 1200. This is presented in 1100. You assume that. So I have the locations at 1100, 1200, 1300, right? So like this, I have locations, different locations I have. So up to 1400, 1500, right? Say for here, the employees are located in different locations. So for example, department ID 30, he is from department ID 30. He is from department ID 50. He is from 10. He is from 20. again 30, again 20, again 10. Like this we can have, right? So departments. So in one single department, there can be multiple employees. Is it clear? So in one department, there might be multiple employees, right? So this is called 1:many relationship. Okay. Say for example, here I have one particular department. So in the 30th department, I have 1, 2, 3, right? 3 employees are working in 30th department, right? So this is called 1:many. So that many is representing from departments table to employee table. So that is what the arrow mark is representing. Okay. So 1:many, and this relationship, employee ID to manager ID. So that is one employee manager for multiple departments. That is the opposite way, 1:many relationship. Clear? So here in one location, there might be multiple departments. Clear? That is what one location ID will be there, multiple location ID will be there in the departments table. So in one departments, say for example 1200, so there are 2, right? So this is also 1:many, but one employee might be manager for two different departments. So that is the 1:many relationship. Yes, this is the example of RDBMS, correct? So are you clear on the data relationship? How these relationships are maintained? So 1:many or many to one. So this is, if you look at from here, it is 1:many. From here, it is many to one. Clear on this? How these tables are, even if it is flat file, how the data are related, you can able to see these relations. If it is 1:1 or many to many, many to many means, so many departments are there in many department ID, something like that. So many persons have order many order ID. Okay, order ID and person ID might be many to many. Many persons might be order many products, right? Order. So many order ID I can take. So that is what many to many relationship. Clear on this? How the relationship are? For example, it is not related with each other. Okay, so I'm going to delete it. So just select this column, right click and delete it. So I'm deleting it. So here also I'm deleting it. Here also I'm deleting it. Okay, so delete it. Here also I'm deleting it. You assume that I'm just deleting it. So since I do not bring it from database, you assume that I do not have any relationship. If I want to create a relationship between these two, then which you know which column, right? So take this department ID from here and leave it on the department ID, then automatically create one relationship. Okay, automatically it will create one relationship. If you keep your cursor here, it will tell you what is this column. So if you want to edit it, you can double click on this relationship, you can edit it. See here, 10, 20, 30. So here you have multiple departments are there. It's a many to one relationship. Clear? And from here to here. So location ID to location ID. And manager ID to employee ID. So like this, you can make the relationship. Clear on this? Okay. So this is called data sources. You have first of all, you have defined our data sources. Okay. So we do have a lot of topics are there in data sources, but going forward, we will see one by one. And then this is the data model, right? Then data. So this data I will tell you after some time. how to create the new column, how to create new measures, how to transform the data, the DAX formulas and everything I will tell you after some time. But now click on the reports. So click on the reports. So this is the page of reports. If you have this report, so you can able to see the page number 1, right? So this is called work area. Okay, this is called work area. By this area only, we can able to create the different views. Here you can have the filters. So normally in Tableau, everything will be there in left hand side, right? The field will be there in left hand side. This chart visualization will be there on right hand side. This will be there in the right hand side, right? This will be there in show me button. But here it is opposite. Okay, so by using this, we can able to create. For example, the filters are available in right hand side. In Tableau, it will be there in left hand side, right? Okay, the same filters. Okay, remember the filters, I will tell you after some time. It is used to create the interactive dashboard. Okay, so you can create the interactive dashboard by using these filters. Okay, as of now, you have the filters, then different visualizations. So in Power BI, there are a lot of visualizations available. Ready-made visualizations are available. You have the bar chart, you have the pie chart, you have the donut chart, line chart, dual axis chart. Okay, so the map and then the field map. So God chart, right? All the chart types are available. Okay, so text tables. So even you can connect with Python code and you can connect with the R script. Okay, and the question and answer is nothing but your AI relationship, the artificial intelligence. So if you click here, you can able to find the values. So whatever the drill through options you want to add it, you can add it. Then you can have the format options. Okay, so if you, as of now, the format option is for an entire page, the page formatting. If you click it, if you create any visualization, then format will be visualization format. So clear? Okay, so now in the right hand side, you can able to see this, the data sources, right? So whatever the data source we have connected, all the data sources will be available there in the right hand side. So employees, departments and locations. So everything will be there in the right hand side. So what is filter? If you want to create interactive dashboard, you can go for the filter. So what is visualization? By using this visualization, you can create a lot of views. So what is the field? It will display all the data source column names, the table and column names. If you click on the arrow mark on the table name, it will give you all the column names. Whatever the chart you want to create, you can create it. We are going to create some basic chart. Here I have the field, right? Say for example, I want to take the field from the employees table or from the orders table. So I'm going to take the sample superstore orders, right? So orders, it has category, subcategory, country, city, all those. The whatever the chart you have created in Tableau, the same chart you can able to create here also. Say for example, I want to create a category wise sales. So normally, if you want to create category wise sales, so what will you do? Just simply click on the category. So one visualization will be created here. So one visualization will be created. The visualization will be looking very small only. Okay, it will be looking very the icon and all, it will be very small. I can give you showing. See here, the furniture, office supplies, technology, right? So everything is showing very small. Then you want to know the sales. The summation represents the measure values. So measure, you know, right? Measure value is nothing but measurable values. These are all the dimensions. So can you able to see here? Okay. If you are thinking that this is very small font, you can click on this focus mode. Then it will give you the very big font. Okay, the focus mode only, it will be displaying in real time. This is what you can able to see in real time. Okay, clear? This is by default, it will take the text tables, right? So, but I do not want the text tables. I want to create some different chart. Okay, the bar chart I want to know. I want to create the bar chart. So click on the bar chart here. It will automatically create the bar chart. Okay, it will automatically create the bar chart. If you want to maximize it, you can maximize it. You want to minimize it, you can minimize it. Okay, so technology, furniture, office supplies. Same way. You want to make the subcategory also, then just simply click on the subcategory. Okay, it will go for the stacked bars. Normally it will go for the stacked bars. So within this technology, so what is this bar is available? Okay, or you want to go for simply like this, you can go for the chart like this. So whatever the chart model you want to go for, you can go for stacked bars or bar chart or anything. So you assume that this is one simple chart we have created. Now I want to create one more chart. Then simply if you want to create, for example, I want to create a pie chart here. Just simply click on pie chart. So it will automatically create on pie chart here. Then whatever it is in selection now. Whatever the column you are selecting, for example, the regional wise sales I'm taking, the region and the sales. So whatever the column I'm taking, so it will automatically create the pie chart now. The regional wise sales. Okay, see here, it will be looking like this only. But if you are going for the focus mode, so if you are clicking on the focus mode right here, so automatically it will give you this like this. This is what the customer will see your data. Power BI will show in real time. This is what it will show. So in Tableau we have the presentation mode, right? The same way here it is a focus mode. Okay, now you have created the pie chart. So you want to do any manipulations? Yes, we can do the manipulations. The pie chart we have created, the bar chart we have created, or if you want to create any other chart, you can able to create it. Simply, I want to create the text tables. So this is a text table, right? Table you created. So I want to know the regional wise sales. So take the region and sales, and even the category or subcategory here. And category also I'm taking that. You can able to see this first region, then sales amount, then category. If you want to change it, first region, then category, then sales. So here the values, right? So you can take it first regions, then category, then sales. If you want to go for regions here, you take the regions from here and just drag and drop here. You want to do the ascending order, descending order. So here, you look at here, then you can able to find the ascending order. Just click on this ascending order. You can have all this ascending order. See here, it has been ordered, right? So back to report, you can able to see like this. Okay. So here in the Tableau, you can able to create the dashboard, but in Power BI, you can in a single page you can create a lot of different chart visualizations. Clear? Say for example, this is the region of West regions. So if you select this regions, okay, in one particular the view, the other view also will automatically get changed. But in Tableau, we need to do it manually, right? So by using this column called the Tableau actions, right? You have to do Tableau actions. But in Power BI, no need to do this. Automatically, it will take. How to edit labels, I will tell you. If you want to edit the labels, okay. So for example, I'm going to the new page. Click on page number plus symbol. The page 2 will be created. Okay. So here I will do one simple the bar chart. Okay, whatever the bar chart you want to have, simply a bar chart. So here also I have the bar chart. So click on the bar here simply, right? So I can go for the regional wise sales. Click on region here, simply click on the regions, then 4 regions will be there, and then click on the sales. So this is one visualization, right? This is one visualization. If you look at this one, the filter option is available, right? Right hand side, you can have the filter options. We will come to this later. So different visualization. From here, I have taken only the bar chart. Okay. So once this particular visualization has been selected, you can able to see here. This is the field. Next one is format. Next one is analytics side. Okay, analytics side. Yeah, same way our Tableau how we have the same way we have, but here we have the field, right? In this field, so here you can click on axis. So which one should be there? Axis, like x-axis, so regions. Okay, so legend you want to have? Yes, you want to add some legends? Yes, you can add it. The value field. So value field or sales field are there. So only sales field. Sales how much? That is what you can able to see this. Okay, if you want to drill through, you can do it drill through. And now I'm going with formatting. So click on formatting. In this formatting, general options. So whatever the format you want to do. So in Power BI, you can go to this particular formatting tab. Okay. So you have the general, x-axis, y-axis, all those. Click on the general formatting. So responsive in the sense, this is the responsive. How much time you are getting it. So position number. So what is the x-axis or y-axis positions? You have 10 and 0, right? So width and everything will be there. So here the data colors. So colors you can make the show all. So each one everything will be like the blue color only. But if you want to change to different colors, you can able to create some different colors. So different colors you can choose it. So whatever the color you want to have, right? So you can choose it, and so you can go to the custom colors. So whatever the color you want to have, you can create it and then you can choose. So this is on the color table, default color. Okay. Then you can go for the title. So the title is sales by region, right? The title is sales by region. If you want to something like font size, or you want to make the centralized, you want to increase the font size. Yes, you can increase it from here. Sales by region showing, right? If you click on focus mode, you can able to see this sales by regions, right? Okay. So now this is what the sales by region. So each bar you are seeing that different colors. I want to know the value should be showing here instead of the tooltip. It should be showing. So you can go to this the data label. Okay. So here we have so data label on. So you have to click on this on button. If you want to make colors, you can make some bold colors. See if you see here 0.73 million, right? So display unit is auto. If you want to make it like K values, you can make K values. Like this is what the K. Okay, kilo, thousands unit. And horizontal. Okay, orientation is horizontal. The position is I want to make it like a mid. So inside center. You can able to see here inside center, right? So font, so background, everything you want to analyze it. So you want to make it, everything can make it this way. So even you can make the text size is little bit more. So increase the text size, then automatically this text size will be improved. See here, it has been increased, right? Same way here also x-axis, y-axis. You want to increase the text size, you can increase it like a little bit so that the x-axis or y-axis, the label will be improved. See here, the label will be improved, right? So this is what the formatting you can do. Data colors, whatever the colors you want to do it. The plot area. So plot area, the transparency. So this is the plot area, right? So this is the plot area, how much we want to have that transparency. So transparency of the report, you can able to see this transparency of the plot area. title, the background colors, the aspects, shadow, tooltip, and the visual header. So whatever you want to have, you can click on it and then you can format it. Okay, clear? So if you go to the focus mode, this is what the customer will see your data. Yes, we can do undo operations also. Say for example, I have done something wrong. Okay, you can go to this undo, Control Z. So if you do Control Z, it will go for one step undo. Control Z and Control. So undo operations are available, right? So even in this particular page, this is only the bar chart we have seen, right? So bar chart we have seen. In this bar chart, the first one is the field. So whatever the field we have. So field is nothing but the axis. The axis is we are going to have the regions, different regions. Legend we want to add it. Yes, you want to know the legend on the regions, right? You take the region into legend here. Whatever you want to know, this you can take it. Then the legend will be added here. Okay, so legend will be added. Then values will be sales value. Tooltip you want to add it. So like this, you can able to add it, the legends, and so you can go for the formatting and whatever the formatting you want to go for. So if you do not want the legend, you can make off, then it will get off. So x-axis, y-axis, color, size, and everything you can able to modify it from here. Okay, data labels, shadow, border, okay, everything can able to see here. If you click on the pages, say for example, if you click on the pages, then everything will be showing for the pages. Okay, this is format for entire page, not for the one visualization. This is the field addition for entire page, not for one single visualization. If you have two visualization here, say for example, I'm going to bring the pie chart here. Okay, I want to add some columns. So I'm adding that region by sales, just to take that region into sales. So if you look at this one, this page, you can able to see which one is selected now. Sales by region is selected, right? The pie chart has been selected. The bar chart is not yet selected. So based on the selections, the axis and dimensions and everything will be changed. If you look at one particular views, then this is called one particular the visuals. Okay, this is entire page. This is for entire page. So if you are going to change one thing, the others also would automatically get impacted. So this is for entire page. If you are not selected, so this is for entire page. The page information will be available here. So what is the page number? Okay, question and answers, all those will be available here. Page size, page background, page alignment, wallpaper, filter pan, and filter cards, everything you can able to add it. So now I'm going to the new page. Yes, correct. It is very similar to Tableau. Say for example, if you are seeing any opening for Tableau, so even if you know Power BI, you can apply it. You know Power BI, or you are seeing that Tableau opening, then you can apply it. Why? Because so both are like the tool wise only the differences. If you know this, if you know the concept, okay, how to connect with the data source, the data modeling, everything, then it's very similar to Tableau. Easily you can able to learn it. Okay, the thing is you need to get some hands-on. So if you do hands-on, it will be very easy. See here. So one of the question is where I can see that legend. Okay, if you click on one particular view, right? So this is one view. Can you able to see the selections? Can you able to see the selections? Okay. If you click on one view, you can able to see this legend here, right? Legend. So it will be empty. Whatever the column you want to add it in the legend, You can drag it from here to here. That's all. Okay. If you have not selected, say for example, if you have not selected, this is common for both, then the legend will not be available here, right? This is for the entire page. So this is the formatting option for entire page. Okay. If you are selecting any one of the view, then only the view related options will be available here. It is again, I'm telling, it's very similar to the Tableau. If you know Tableau very well, then this is very easy. Power BI is very easy. Okay, nowadays, so I'm telling that nowadays we are having lot of opening for this Power BI and Tableau. So I will share some resumes at the end of our session with the sample resume format and roles and responsibilities on Power BI and Tableau, and materials I will provide. So prepare it. If you know Power BI and Tableau very well, if you do some hands-on, so definitely there are a lot of openings are going on nowadays. Okay, it is booming up. The Power BI is booming up. So kindly, so do practice. Okay, then only can able to do. So again, once again, I'm doing it, the chart. So this time I will create a donut chart. So click on donut chart here. Simply create a donut chart. You click on whatever the field you want to have. For donut chart, you will have one dimension, right? I will take region. So regional wise sales. I will take sales value. So this is called regional wise sales. Okay. In this regional wise sales, so even you can change it like different views. I will tell you after some time. But now you can able to see this. Okay. So you want to make it as a table? Yes. Right click, and you can make it as a table also. So whatever the value here, it will be showing something like table also. Yes. Okay. So now you can, if you want to, the donut chart, right? The donut chart, something like you can have 391 or something. You can go for the format options, data colors, data label, everything you want to make it. Okay. So whatever the format you want to do, the data colors you want to do some format, or labeling you want to do some the corrections, the shapes you want to do some corrections, right? So radius 60, you want to increase or decrease, everything you can able to see here. Now you can go to this the modeling or the view options. See here the view options. In the view, you can able to click on one particular themes. So this themes. So based on the theme, the data will get automatically changed. See here, based on the themes, it will automatically get changed. So this is the regional wise sales, south region, west regions, all those. You can have it like this. So you can go to the formatting. So drill through options. So whatever the formatting you want to do, you can do it. The donut chart, you are clear, right? You want to make some the manipulations, you can go with the data format. You can go with the data colors or data labels. So x-axis, y-axis positions, and height, with everything you can able to see from here. Okay. So this is what you can able to see. The analytics side, since it is the donut chart, the analytics will not be there. This is what you can able to create the donut chart. Okay. Even we do have some formatting options on the donut chart, I will tell you. But this is what different chart you can able to create. Yeah, size of, if you do the view, right, view for different view, the size of the chart will get changed. Yes. So I'll go for Control Z. Same way in here also you can export the data. So whatever the data is available here, you can export it. So you want to show us only the table, you can do it. The ascending order or descending order, sort by regions or sales. So based on that you can go for, right? So this is what the data model you can able to, the view you can able to create. So we have seen that the view, like we have taken some bar chart, Say for example, here I have taken the bar chart. In the bar chart, I'm taking something like this time I will take order date. If you consider order date, the hierarchy will be there in the order date. You can able to see this year, okay? Year, month, quarter, everything. So the regional wise sales are the date wise sales you can able to see here. This is the date wise sales 2016, 17, 18 and 19. So you want order date, everything. Yes. The legend values on the so which access, okay, the value on the, so in the chart you can able to see here, right? So you want to do some formatting. Yes, you can do the formatting here. Data color, data labels. So same way you have to do the formatting. If you go for the data labels, you can see the labels. So you can do the colors, the font, everything you can bring up. The bold color, display units, the text size. The text size, everything you can able to see here, right? Okay. So now if you select this page, right, this page, you can able to see this, the analytics options. Okay. In Tableau also we have the analytics side. If you click on the analytics side, you can find the constant line, the trend line, the minimum line, maximum line, average line, median line, right? Say for example, I want to put some average line. Simply click on this, add average line, it will get added. So one average line will be added here, okay, on the sales value. See here. So you want to make the transparency. So color of the drop line, sorry, the average lines. So this is the average line, okay. How will you try the make the average line? Okay. So position data label on the average line. Say for example, this is the average line it will be showing. I want to draw some constant line. So that line I have to tell them what is the line I want to make. So value, I'm going for something like 0.5, 550, 5,000. Okay, so 0.5 million. So I have added values, and it will show you that okay, this is what the value for constant line. Okay, these two are more than 0.5 million has been crossed. These two are not at crossed that 0.5 million. So this is what you can able to see this data analytics side. Like you can draw this whatever the lines you want to have, average line or drop line or the median line. So everything you are able to create here. If you look at this one, if you look at this page is having two different visualization, right? Two different visualization. Okay, only I got one question. There is only constant line option available. Say for example, you are choosing this particular line, right? Okay. If you are choosing this bar chart, choose this bar chart, go for the analytics side. So here you can have all the chart, line chart, maximum line, minimum line, trend line, constant line, like average line, everything. Say for example, I'm going to the another bar chart. This bar chart, this is also sales by regions. When I'm going to the analytics side, I can able to see all the chart, all the line, right? So that means you are not taking any measurable values in the chart. Okay, you are not taking the measurable values in the chart. Then only you will have only the constant line. So if you take any measurable values, then only the average line or median line it will be displayed here. Yes, 0.5 million is the threshold value. I have set it out. So I got one question. I took same variable as you did, but still I'm getting only the constant line, right? Okay. So can you do one more time? So go to this new page. So in the new page, you go to this, you create one chart like this. Okay. Clustered column chart. In this chart, you take regional wise sales, or even you can take year wise sales also. Year wise sales 2016, 17, 18 and 19. So go to the analytics side. So you can able to see all the chart, right? Are you able to see now? Then I think you are doing something wrong. It should be okay. It should be the all chart should be available, or I'm not sure whether you have enabled some properties. Okay, but it should display all the lines. See here, all the constant line. So all the lines will be there. So trend line, how the trend is going on. So everything will be there. So trend line, if you want to add, so how to add the trend? So trend is going like upward direction. That means sales is going the upward direction. The regional wise sales going with the trend line, right? So style of the trend line, and you want to do some so any other options on the trend line? Okay, everything is same. Clear? Are you able to getting it? Yes. So now you are getting all the 4 lines, all the different lines of chart. Okay. So thanks for your confirmation. Now, so this is like year-wise sales, right? So in this year-wise, yes, in this year-wise sales, I want to go for only for one particular regions, only one particular regions. Then I will go for filter, right? One particular regions. Then filters on the visuals. So this visuals, you can go for the add a data field here. You can add this data field, take the regions into filters, take the region into filters. So this is the data for only for central region. Okay, this data for only for central region, central as east, south and west region. Clear on this, how to do the basic filtering. After that, you can have the top n, bottom n, or something like this. Say for example, top 2 regions based on the sales value. So top n I'm going to select. Top n, so top 2 I'm selecting. Okay, the value is top 2 regions by sales value, right? Take the sales value here. So then sales field will be added in the filter, apply filter. So I have taken the region, but I want to take in the year field, then take the year, go to top n year. So top 2 I want to know. So top 2 sales field here. So apply filter, only 2 will be there. Okay. So top 2 is 2018 and 19. Simple filter, you can create it, right? Say for example, this is the filter for only for this visualization. If I want to apply filter for these 2 pages, or these 2 one single pages, entire page, I want to apply some filter, then so you have the filters on this page, right? So I want to take the regional wise sales, take this region here. If I'm applying the central region, this filter will be applied on both the sheet. Clear? This is for filters on this page. The entire page will be filtered out. So filter on the page. This is the basic filtering. Advanced filtering. Advanced filtering is nothing but is equal to is something like wildcard filter. Okay, you want to contains something like you are not sure on the exact filter, then you can go for advanced filtering. There you can mention that all the options. So advanced filtering, basic filtering, and top n filtering. Okay, if you are going for top n, so definitely you need to have the one of the measure. Okay, yes. So here the filters on all pages. If you apply here any field, this filter is applied for all the pages. I'm applying here. I'm selecting only south, west and east region. Only 3 regions I'm selecting here on this page only. but this will be applicable for all the pages. See here, here also only 3. Here also, okay, it's here year-wise sales, but not the regional-wise sales. Here also, it is changed, right? Only 3 regions, correct? So there are 3 filter options. One is filter on visuals, only that particular visuals. Filter on the pages, so only pages. Then filter on the all the pages. Clear? There are 3 types of filters are available in Power BI. Sometimes interview they might be asking. So what is the types of filter in Power BI? So filter for one particular visuals, filter for all the on the pages, filter for all the pages. So there are 3 types of filtering. One is basic filtering option. The second one is top N. The third one is advanced filtering. These are all the 3 filter options which are available in the within the filter. Say for example, you are not sure what type of the columns are want to create. Okay, so if I'm asking you to create some sales versus profit, okay, for particular regions or regional wise sales, year wise sales, right? If I want to, if I'm asking you to create some chart, so no need to check any columns. Say for example here, this is called artificial intelligence in Power BI. Okay, so AI in Power BI. So this is what the option. Or you can say it's like a QA, question and answers, like chat. Something you can say like it's a chat bot also sometimes. So go here, just double click on the empty page. Okay, just double click on the empty page here. So double click on it. Simply, it will tell you ask a question about your data. It is giving you the option like ask a question about your data. So I'm going to ask a question like, okay, sales by region. Something like I'm typing like this, then automatically it will create the view. It has created, right? Okay, sales by region, donut chart. Simply type donut. See here, sales by region based on the donut chart. Since I have applied filter condition on all the pages, so that is why it is appearing like this. I have removed that filter. Then you can able to see. Okay. So can you tell me one question here? Then I will type it. Then it will create the view for you. Can you tell me one question here? Any chart. So based on your question, I will copy and paste here. It will automatically create category wise sales, right? Okay, I will copy here. I will paste here category wise sales. Automatically it will create the category wise sales, right? Okay, profit by year. So I'm just copying it. I'm pasting like this. Okay, so profit by year. It will create profit by year now. You want to do some something like formatting option. So profit by year, right? So you go to this. Once you have been selected, then go here. So you can. So question field, suggestion field. So everything you want to do it, you can do it. So since it has by default it has created, you will not have the format options all those. If you want to change the chart types, you can change it. So if you consider the pages, even on the page, you can bring some text boxes and different options here. You can go to the insert options. In the insert, you can see this. Okay, text box. You can insert it here. Some text box here. You can type it. Okay, so whatever the text box you want to have. This is Power BI QA. Something you are selecting it. Then you want to do some formatting options. So select the options. You choose different options here. Something like this, you can select it. So how to create the text box and the images you want to bring? Yes, you can click on the image. Say for example, I want to bring the images. I just have Tableau image. I'm just bringing it. So here I have bring it, the images, shapes you want to bring, buttons you want to bring. So whatever the way you want to bring, everything you can bring. Okay, now you think about, you have bring all the, you have created all the pages, all the chart. Then you want to publish it. Then only the customer can able to see your data, right? You want to publish it. You have to go to this option, the home option. There you can find the publish. You can click on the publish. So now for the publishing option, you need to have Power BI service account. Okay, as I told, you need to have Power BI service account. So for this, you need to have a company mail ID. So if you have any company mail ID, if you do not have any the security violations, then you can register here. You can activate that company mail ID. From there, you can able to see this Power BI reports. Whatever we have created on the server side, you can able to see this. The trend line is not shown. So where is the trend line? Here, right? So whatever the chart you have created, say for example, whatever the chart you have created, after that, you go to the analytics side. So here you can find the trend line, right? So click on add button. So automatically it will create on trend lines. See here, trend lines, right? It will create. Clear? Trend lines. Then, and also one more questions. I want a domain name and have created an email ID. Yes, yes, definitely. If you have a domain, okay, say for example, it's uh, something like xyz@ematicus.com. So with this mail ID, you can create. If you have it, then you definitely can able to create some. You can create the Power BI service account. Okay. So today we have seen. Yeah. Thank you very much. Today we have seen. So what is data warehouse, right? So this 10 minutes we will recollect whatever we have seen. Data warehousing. So why do we need this data warehousing, and what is ETL process? What is OLTP and OLAP, and what are the different the ETL tools are available in the market? So what are the reporting tools are available in the market? So we have seen everything, and we have started with Power BI. So in Power BI we have Power BI desktop. So I told you how to install this Power BI desktop. So you can go to the Google and then type Power BI desktop download. You can go to this download options. You can just click on the exe file 64-bit OS. You can install it. Okay, it will get installed. So after that, the data sources are very important. So we have taken the data sources as the Oracle data sources, right? We have seen some different tables like employees, department, and locations, and we have the different data sources like Excel file we have taken, the sample superstore. There we have created some different views, right? So we have connected. So three different the modules are available in Power BI. The first module is data modeling. First one is data modeling. Second one is data. It's like a DAX formulas. I will tell you tomorrow. Then reports. So this is the reports. In reports, we have the three options. One is the table filters. The field visualization and then filters, right? So filter also three options are there. Filter for the particular visualization, filter for the entire page, filter for the all the pages. Okay, there are three different filters are there. In filter, we have three options. One is basic filter, advanced filter, and top end filter, right? So then formatting. So we have seen that formatting. On the analytics side, we have seen that different analytics side, like constant line, trend line, the average line, everything we have seen, right? So we have created the pie chart, donut chart, and we have seen some text tables. So tomorrow we will see all other remaining charts, and we will see that. So Power BI, some Power BI code editor, okay, Power Editor, and then we will see that the DAX formulas also. This is very simple. You can connect to this data sources and you can able to get it. So as I told you, like the data set, if you do not have any data set, you can go to this data.world.com. From there you can download whatever the data set you want to have. Okay, so data, yes, Oracle downloading. Yeah, Oracle downloading, you can directly go to this particular page. Say for example, Oracle, what is the version you want to have? For example, Oracle 19C Express Edition download. You can just simply type it, Oracle 19C Express Edition download. It will go to this particular page, right? So from there you can go to the page. For downloading, you need to have the sign-in option. So 18C only is available. You can click on this 18C Express Edition. So if you click on this, it will ask you to sign in Oracle. So I do have Oracle account, but you create one account. It will take just 2 minutes. Okay, username, password. If you have already, then provide, or you can go for the create account. You create one account in Oracle. It will take just 2 minutes. You can download it. Clear? Okay. So as I told, if you do not have a data for this particular the practice, right? So you can go to any data set. Okay, you can go to any data set from here, data.world.com. So from there you will have the CSV file, right? So you can click on the download options here, then it will get downloaded. Okay, it's very simple file. This download option will give you the download. You can download this data and then you can able to do this Power BI analysis. So before coming for the next session, so these things you should have completed. You should have installed this Oracle software, okay? Oracle 18C or 12C or anything, okay? Any one software, Oracle or SQL Server, okay? Any one SQL Server, or you have the SQL Plus, right? Sorry, MySQL. So any one software you can install it, or you can take the sample superstore. Yeah, MySQL Server if you have, MySQL you can take it. MS SQL Server you have, so Microsoft SQL Server you can take it. So Oracle you want to have, then you can take it from the net, and also I will give it to you. So you try to connect with the data sources and you create some different views. Okay. So can you create 10 different views by today? So thank you for your time today.